basically these let's see. The first one, I'm going to beast cheese. So either fire or another person needs to come a job that can raise. Well, not necessarily. I mean, I could just use a re-raise item. For the second one, Ongo, uh, someone's going to need to come Corsair. I'll need to go Scholar. And we can't repeat any of the jobs that we're about to use on any three of these mobs.
Okay.
So that's the other caveat.
Yeah.
Um,
The rub.
so I typically also, like when I'm just doing this by myself, for the Ongo fight, I do summon a couple of tanks. I think I do Arc EV and Amchuchu. So if somebody has the ability to come on a hold Haiti job, whether it be Paladin or Rune Fencer or even Puppet Master.
Well, me and Day both have Puppet Master.
And
Yeah,
Paladin.
Jane has a Jane has a paladin. I have a warrior, but I mean he doesn't tank hits very good.
I have a good basis of a Paladin, but it's not. It still needs some work.
Well, if
Well,
you're
this
using
one
tank trust, I'm like,
should be tank light, and actually we may wipe, but not before I do enough damage to it, because I can usually just get that with a single helix.
let's seize and just wait it out. That's cool.
But it's nicer when we don't have to die. My humble opinion. So let's see. I'll type this into party chat. So for Bumba Galen Beast.
I probably should grab some pre-raise.
It's a good idea. I'll probably do that too.
The same of those items that Piper gave us the one time. They were like an
The
item
scapegoats? Yeah, it was a scapegoat.
scapegoat. Yeah. Is that under medicine in the auction house?
I don't know actually. It's a good question.
It's a bone crafting item.
Nice.
Or is it alchemy? I'll have a look.
All right, I have to unbox Beast anyway. So let's see.
Oh, it is Bonecraft. Marit Tusk and Phoenix Feather, it's easy as anything to make.
Oh, it's actually under Bonecraft.
Elon G.
There's none on the auction house.
What are you looking for?
Scapegoats.
Just you're as well just getting some from.
You could always buy the neck thing that gives you re-raise. Or mid-scourget, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I didn't want to drop that kind of money, but I'll do it.
I'm just gonna buy the little medicines from the vendor.
Gonna hop over to Bastock as well.
Have you done an RP run before, Jane?
Only what we've done in our static, and it's not really. Yeah, we've not got very many RP runs, but not the way you're suggesting. No.
Yeah, no, we don't have high enough clears on these to be able to for that strat.
No, we do. We just happen to get RP when we clear, and it's not
Yeah.
that much.
Well, with the experience that you'll have today, you'll not only have rank points, out of the orifices that you don't expect, but you will also be able to take this back to your other static and be like, hey, one of us should have Beastmaster.
I actually do. It's mythic.
Oh yeah, no, I actually you're the reason why I became a Beastmaster, Gene.
Oh, I inspired somebody. That's awesome. I think more importantly, I inspired you, which is even better. But it's such a cool job, though, isn't it?
I do
You're
I
the,
do have a good time.
Yes.
you're the reason, Jane, I became a red mage.
I don't believe that. I think you were already a red mage.
No, it was all you. I hadn't known you yet, but I knew one day I would meet you. So I was like, I must be a red mage.
She's the reason I
My
became a white
legend
mage,
preceded me.
so I can raise her.
Ah. Just you go looking a lot.
I do.
Number 2, 3, 4. Zircon.
You're the reason why I purchased a Rise.
Hey, I'm glad. I bring inspiration to all corners of the Vanadil globe.
Yep.
Let's see. Instead of using a healer, white mage or red mage on the first one, I'm just going to use a super re-raiser on Galen to handle Bumba. Actually, there's just kidding. Somebody should come white mage. I can come white mage on fire.
What if?
Okay.
What if? Let me just float this out there. What if I come bard? And how long does a fight normally last?
So, um, each section we have to spend 15 minutes in. So this is going to be about a 50-minute excursion.
Are you bothered about? Are you bothered about re-raise one?
Well, both my characters are very high master level, so if I can, I'm gonna.
Okay.
So here's my thought. So I've been doing this initial fight on Kalunga, and Kalunga won't hunt down the rest of your party members. Bumba will probably though.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring fire on white mage. Everybody is gonna stay very well back so that we can make sure that our arises will.
So in a perfect run, what would you have me come as if you could pick any job?
So some of these are probably going to be stick jobs. If you want to come white mage, actually, you can come white mage. I'll just find something else for fire to be on, which is fine.
It doesn't matter to me. I have everything at least master level 0.
Okay, why don't you white mage for the first one day? And then let's see.
Oh, I didn't know Neo had a red mage.
We'll probably use red mage for the last fight. So if you want a red mage on that last fight, that's good.
Does
I'm
it
gonna
matter?
puppet master on the last fight, I think.
So, like, do you care if I come any job, or like, does it matter?
Well, so we just have to make sure that the jobs that we want to use aren't going to be locked out. So we've got Beast White Mage on the first one. We've got a Scholar who wants to be the core for the second one. Do you want to, Jane?
Sure.
Okay.
I guess my question was like, can I just come a DD job and smack it up, like warrior or something, or a blue mage, or is it going to actually hinder us? Like,
Oh,
it's gonna be...
on the last one, we're actually going to smack it up. On the first two, if somebody wants to black mage, somebody have black mage?
I have black.
Oh.
Okay, Day, why don't you be black mage on number 2? Actually, probably Blizzard Bar Paralyze. It's gonna be over pretty quick. I mean, we're gonna die pretty quick, but I'll do 10% damage really quick. So
Assuming Blue Mage is not going to be used for any of these.
Blue Mage could, well, if you're gonna, you could definitely Blue Mage for Ongo. Or actually, Jane,
Mhm.
do you mind doing Paladin for Ongo?
Sure. Do you want me to change
Switch
now?
that so that
Wide skin.
Okay.
no, if it's ready, because once we go in, there is a Porter Moogle in there,
Okay.
and there's like a Porter Moogle and sort of a Nomad Moogle. You can change your jobs and stuff, but remember, we're not going to have sub jobs.
This is going to be fun.
Oh, D-lane. Okay, I see.
Just go ninja and poke it with
Uh,
ninja daggers.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be useful, actually.
Just go in there and pull it and try not to invincible. Because will we need any 1 hours for it any later?
I will be using Tabula Rasa for the second one, but other than that,
Okay, so I won't use any 1 hours while I'm doing Paladin.
if we get into a little bind, we might have you invincible or
Okay.
intervene or something or whatever the other one is. But okay, so now what do we have left? What job will you have that you can go on the third job? Third
I've got
fight, Jane.
Ranger. Let's
Perfect.
see what we
You're
have.
hired.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so Dave's got 2 assignments and then 3 assignments. Okay, Desert, we just need to figure out what you're going to be on for the first 2. What do you have that can fit in there? You can go blue for either. Actually, maybe for Ongo, that would be good. Then we'll at least have Mighty Guard.
I've got, let's see, Red Mage, Blue
Or
Mage.
Criterion Verve.
Yeah, Red Mage, Blue Mage, Corsair, Warrior, Monk.
Why don't you go Monk on the first one? Because, again, we're not going to use it. We just need to assign you something that we're not going to use in the other fights.
Oh, okay. Ninja. Is not going to get used.
Monk on the first one. Blue Mage on the second one. And then Red Mage on the third one.
Okay.
And now, let's see, we've got Jane as Paladin and Ranger. And then do you have like Dragoon maybe for the first one?
I think that's what I'm going to have to do next. I'll have a look at my job levels and see what I've got.
Just anything that's.
Yeah, that's right. 2, 3, 4.
That's DD.
You don't even have to have it at 99.
Have we used Geomancer yet in our
Nope.
setup? Do we need it?
No. You can do Geo for Bumba.
Okay.
All right, fire. Get that
It's not super. It's not super well geared though. I'm gonna have to work on it.
For Bumba, are we just standing there and you're doing all the damage, or does it matter if I go up there and die?
So I'll do the damage and then pull it back because we are going to wipe for sure on that one. But we just want to make sure that we let it come to you. Don't go to it, because if you die in the middle of the arena, then
I see. Okay, I will.
I mean,
just
it's
wait.
not unideal. Like we'll get you up anyway.
Right. I just didn't know
we'll
if
just have
like
to
this
wait.
was gonna. Like, I didn't want to go up there and fight it and it actually ruin the strat is what I'm worried about.
Yeah, no. The only thing that would ruin the strat is if you drop it Well, actually, no, not really. If if I die before I get the move off, that's what
Probably
ruins
this.
the strat. So
Oh, oh, I've got.
Mouse pad.
Tell you what, I've got Bard. That's better gear than Geo.
okay, yeah, Bard's good.
It's not better. Okay.
Yeah, that'll definitely make sure that I survive the first whatever fuckery he's gonna do.
Yes.
Okay. So the first fight, I'm Paladin. For the second fight, I'm Core. For the third
Nope.
fight, I've got it
First
wrong.
fight Bard, second
First fight,
fight
Mod.
Paladin,
Yeah. Last Core.
third fight Ranger.
All right. Not Core at all. Okay. That's fine.
Do we want to get an amplifier or
You're gonna want to get 3 amplifiers
Okay.
and make sure you have all 3 Moglophone 2s as well.
Okay, I'm gonna get 3 amplifiers then. All right, I got them, and I got all 3 of my Moggy phones, and I still got 7K left, so I'm hoping that's enough.
Validate.
So what do we do with the Mod amplifiers? Do we trade it to something, or would you just have them in an
So
iron
these
bed?
are like the ambuscade seals where it's going to boost your points when you use them. And what we'll show you guys is that the boost happens on your first amplified fight after you complete a full set of 3.
3 at a time. Just killed all of them that are in the area. Hate that stupid thing.
Got till about 7 o'clock, I think, to do this.
Perfect. We should be going in momentarily. Just got to find my automaton oil. There we go.
Already 7 over there, Jane.
It's no, it's 10 minutes past 6.
I see.
Got 50 minutes.
Fire is a stick for the first one. That's right. So fire you get to be on. Geomancer.
Are you gonna bring Her Majesty, or are we just calling a trust for the final
Oh.
spot?
I'll just call it trust.
Okay. I'm gonna give you party lead then.
Okay. Grabbing amplifiers for fire and Galen. Making sure I don't have to spend any of my Bumba points on fire and Galen. No. Okay, good. Ongo points. No, good. Okay.
actually thinking of getting the SU4 version of that, Jane. The store TP knife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just so I have like, I guess 2 knives. So I didn't really want to spend like 80 million for a Rostam just to get the extra 5 store TP.
Well, I don't think I was originally going to buy it, but Yinky said, "Hey, Jane, I've got a Rostam. Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Okay, how much?" And after I recovered from the heart attack, I said, okay," and I bought it. There's actually a better story to that, but yeah,
How much did he charge you? Yeah, auction house price?
no, I don't remember. It was a lot. I just had enough, and I was broke afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Desert, Day, and Jane. Do you each have 3 amplifiers?
I do.
I do. I do.
I believe so. This is 3. How do you
Use
check?
one of them. Yeah, make sure you have them. Use one of them, and then we're going in.
Let's see. Oh, it's an actual item.
Yeah, like a seal.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to find it. My inventory is almost full.
I thought it was like a key item. So I'd never bought one
Yeah.
before.
No, those are the Moglophone 2s.
Where the hell is it listed? Is it near the top?
At the top, would be right underneath your tool bags if you got tool bags.
I don't have 2 bags.
Well, it'll be underneath your razors then.
I don't have. Oh,
Or above
Yeah.
the question mark.
I've got. Yeah, got it. Looks just like a light bulb.
Yeah. I just use the little mini
All
menu,
right.
so I don't have to search for it.
Steel Gale. The battle is almost ready.
Ready to fight.
All right. This is the lobby. No buffs in here. Do not re-raise yet. It'll get wiped. The only thing that carries over is the amplifier and food.
Me too.
So I need to change to body for this one. Where is my bird?
Generous Arthur. I wonder if there's like a stingy Arthur.
I'm gonna keep my bad joke to myself on that one.
Yeah. I like the bad jokes.
Any particular request on songs?
Yeah, I'll take ballads.
Okay, that's fine.
Probably double defense, a ballad, and an accuracy or an honor march.
Okay,
Remember, we're not going to use 1 hours on this one.
okay. I'll be using Miracle Cheer. So unless my clarion call, you will only have 3 songs.
Okay. Desert's on Monk. Day's on White Mage.
White Magi.
Everybody is amplified. Bumba V25 incoming. Okay. Do I even need a trust? I'm not going to use a trust on this one. All right, everybody go in reverse and get to the top of this ramp. Everything's going to happen up here.
Max buffs. I'm gonna 100 fist immediately.
I recommend Chi Blast and then do whatever you can before you get struck down like the cur you are. No, I'm just kidding. He's gonna obliterate us. Just remember that.
I know.
Okay. Let's see.
That'll be my contribution. Chi blast and die. Maybe I'll at least punch him once. All right. Where is my
Day, do
re-raise
you
item?
have your re-raise up?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
That's where we raised 4 on since we came in.
Now, as long as we die up here, it's going to be safe to get up after he resets. So remember, you will die. And then
Just stay down till he resets.
Just stay down till I give you the clear. Yep.
I will do my
All
best.
right. I will do the thing, and then don't follow me. When I bring him back up here, that's when you can do whatever you'd like to do. Okay.
Yep.
Die immediately.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Hit. Pulling him back.
Stick.
Can I hit it?
Please.
Would you rather? Yeah.
Oh, halos. Here it goes.
Got all these halos.
I died, but it's good.
That impressive tornado kick.
All right. Nobody get up yet.
He denounced me. That was rude.
As you can see, he just ticked down to 89% because of that purulent ooze,
Oh, nice.
which means that we've accomplished what we need to get boosted from
Nice.
the amplifier.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
And we are not going to get up yet. We're going to give it another probably
10
30
minutes.
seconds.
This is a really embarrassing thing for me because I forgot to put re-raise on when we entered.
Desert, do you mind getting up first? Go ahead.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure.
And then just don't get any closer to Bumba. Just stay where you are. That means, Day, it's safe for you to get up.
Okay.
Put re-raise on yourself just in cases.
He's feeling frisky. Poor Jane.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. That's all I can say.
No. Give Jane a rise. Give
Yeah.
Galen a raise 3. Give Fire and a riser a raise 3.
I'm going to take a knee for our fallen Jane.
Oh, thank you. Oh. At least
hardly
from this
need-
angle, I could admire Galen's axe, which is very much like a black relic.
Maybe a minute and
Beast
25
and
on
axe.
the raise 3.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
I mean, we got 9 minutes, so.
Yeah.
Just
So
gonna wait it
this
out.
is this is not exciting. Obviously, if we had 6 folks with, 18 jobs between them that were the right combinations, then we could turn this into something where we're actually doing a lot more damage and maybe getting a little bit more points.
Yeah, but there's not enough mug wardrobes for that, is there? Is there? I know,
I mean,
poor Jane. I know
it's
you're
so
supposed
hard.
to use the slips, but I'm too lazy.
No, I do use the slips, but I still have 7 wardrobes.
Yeah.
What's the normal setup for this?
If you're going for the clear, Bumba gets taken out in 2 phones. The first phone you get it down to 70-ish% with kind of the DD setup that you would do for the other ones. It's usually White Mage, Bard Core, and then 3 DDs, and you don't want a skill chain. So might be Savage Blade spammers or like Samurai's Shoha and a warrior and like a Dark Knight or something.
That's cool.
Dragoon's also a great option. The second phase of the V25 fight is an all magic setup where Blue Mage is tanking Bumba, Rune Fencer is tanking the ads, Red Mage is enfeebling the shit out of everything, keeping people alive, and the Scholar and Geomancer set up to do darkness skill chains to magic burst with Kalstra, and a strong helix to finish it off basically from 70-ish% all the way down to 0 in 15 minutes with just Kalstra.
That's cool. Do you have a torch cleaver on your dark?
I do not.
I see. I was actually curious to see because I saw the video that Hollywood posted where they were talking about the Empyrean weapons, and they said that torch cleaver is pretty close to the prime. And I was like, I wonder if that's true. Have you compared them?
I mean, I've seen it do some pretty awesome damage.
Yeah.
I would just say that because Origin heals you up.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because I was like maybe I should get a dark and then get torch cleaver, mainly for what is it, the one of these Odyssey named the Doom Tree, and I thought that'd be cool to do. Um, but I mean I wasn't me making a Fenaria is kind of far away because I have 2 other things I want to make first, which is like a Kusanagi, then maybe an Impu. And so that would be very, very far away before I could ever get an Origin or Aria. And I was like, if Torch Cleaver is decent enough, you know, maybe that's the alternative. Or not Torch Cleaver. What the frick is it called? The Great Katana or the Great Sword.
Is it the Collad?
Khalid Bulk, I think is what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
In a lot of ways, the Ongo fight for V25 was much more difficult. Although apparently there's a 2-phone strategy, we were never successful at that with my group. We had to do 3 phones.
I see.
So the first fight we did kind of like darkness skill chains and baby bursts from like the Blue Mage, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Mage and Ninja, I think we're bursting.
Really?
So, our goal was to get that down to 74%.
Yeah.
Pop the first ad. On the second one, we run in Puppet Tank, Bongo, and then the other 5 of us were killing the ad. I think we used like Dragoon and Geomancer, Bard, something. No, we didn't use a Geomancer. Dragoon. Dragoon, Bard, something. And then the third, we did Scholar or Black Mage with Rune Fencer. Probably a Geo on the third phone too, but that took 5 months to get that correct.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these dudes are hard. They definitely require coordination and gear to do it. But it's definitely funny that you went with Blue Mage to like burst it. That's one of my bugbears about Blue Mage is that you can only burst if burst affinity is up and it's like a 2-minute timer, and
Yeah.
it's only for 30 seconds that it's like available. So if someone screws up a skill chain, it could completely waste it.
Right.
And I'm like, this is terrible. I was like, I mean, I've done it in Dynamis a few times, but like, that's literally what happened several times is that it'll be like people trying to coordinate darkness and they're like, okay, we're going to do darkness. And then they don't do it. And then like burst affinity wears off. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to burst on this.
It'd be a really cool spectral flow, guys. You'll just have to take my word for it.
Yeah. Which I found
like
funny.
bursting with
I really,
Tenebral.
yeah.
Tenebral. Yep, that's a good one too.
Yeah. I just wish they removed the restriction on burst affinity, or they made it like it's a duration timer. Like it's for a minute you can burst or something like that, and it's on a 30-minute cooldown or something, or 30-second cooldown.
Yeah.
So it's not once every 2 minutes you can maybe burst.
All right. In 2 minutes, we'll be kicked back out to the lobby. We're going to switch to our Ongo jobs. So that is
Black Mage for me, I think. Those number
Yeah.
two.
Fire on Corsair, Jane on Paladin, and Desert on Blue Mage.
Yeah. I will attempt to burst.
Don't get frustrated if it doesn't work. Though I would imagine that the Tenebral Crush would be a pretty good burst. Because I'll be doing gravitation.
Yeah, but he's only weak to stone, right? So I imagine it won't do very good damage. So Entomb would be the way to go.
Yeah, although it might give him that little enfeeble of, what is it? Magic defense down or something.
We'll see how it does.
Don't be a hero. Remember that Aelin is the hero. Usually, sometimes.
I will stand back and let you do the magic. Work your magic. I think that's the right way to put it.
What's the
All right,
skill
now,
chain?
if you guys get 9,000 points from this one, that's because you've done 3 in a row already. If you don't, this will be your 3 in a row. So I think you'll end up getting like 3,800 or something, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't done 3 in a row. Three amplifiers? Yeah, no.
This is my first amplifier.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't use them. Yeah, 2,300.
Okay.
It's that's half a thingy. So like R7, I think.
Fire, you're on core now. Galen, you're on Scholar.
Change jobs to.
Do I at least look like a paladin?
You do look like a paladin.
Oh, hooray!
Now
Oh, where's my sword gone? I don't have my sword equipped.
all the way to the very end.
laggy or I don't have a sword. Where a sword? Got it. Now where's my
This black media
It's
that
my
I'm gonna
ring.
get.
So we go ahead and use our amplifier again, right?
Yes, we can now use our amplifier.
I guess I'll use my platinum Moogle belt.
I didn't catch what's the closing weapon skill gonna be?
So it's just going to be Galen doing
With the scholar?
Eminence Arrow to Eminence Noctohelix,
Okay.
or maybe the other direction. I can't remember at the very moment, but I'll call it out. I think if you plan to land Stoninja,
Okay.
then that'll be helpful because it also puts a debuff on the mob that makes it weaker to stone.
I need to make a flash macro.
Why do I keep fucking rolling 8? Fire. You are embarrassment to Corsairs everywhere. Okay.
There's your lucky.
I think
Redeemed.
I think I think I'm the embarrassment to Corsairs.
That's not
Oh.
true. You inspired me to
Not
be a
many.
Corsair as well.
Flash. And just quickly writing a flash macro. Yeah, good. Oh, boom. Okay. I don't have intervene for this one because I used Clarion Call in the last one.
Oh, that's quite all right. That's quite all right. Google Amplifier.
But I kind of want to just pull it and flash an invincible so I get hate straight away.
80 hate.
Well, I don't want to die after pulling it.
Yeah, that would suck.
I'm gonna do a bunch of buffs. So we're not gonna go in right away. I am going to summon Monty B for some extra Healy bits. All right, we're gonna run not all the way up, but almost all the way up the stairs here. This is where I will.
I kind of need protect and shell. I'll just do it myself. Hang on.
I'll do the shell. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a bunch of buffs, but your protect with Majesty should be stronger.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Because you get to add defense from your shield, right?
I forgot to use Majesty first. I'm extremely rusty on Paladin, by the way.
We planning to die again?
No, I'm not planning to die.
We may yet survive this. This guy's in general a little bit less saucy.
We use this just in case.
So, do we fight him down here on there, or
Yeah, you'll end up pulling to basically just kind of the top step,
okay?
and we'll fight from down here.
Okay.
I will go and engage briefly once you've got it.
Okay.
vocabula, and then get ready.
Do you want me to put Tearing Dust on it?
You can try. Yeah, if you'd like, give it a try. After Jane has hate.
Hmm.
I'll give it a shot, see if it produces, or if it'll even land. I don't know. That's
Okay,
the
make sure
question.
you have Crusade up, Jane, and then go pull to the top step.
Check. What the hell is Crusade?
It's a magic spell.
It's the one that does
I-
enmity boost.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Did I tell you that I was actually very, very extremely rusty on this job? I haven't played it properly in years. Okay. You ready?
All right. Yep. Go pull to the top step, and then I'll begin skill chains after I get Mob Burrow engaged.
On Burrow.
This is probably the wrong way to do things, but I don't want to die after pull. I don't want to die straight away.
He resisted Flash. He's like,
Sorry.
what is this? I don't care.
And then up at the top step, if you don't mind.
Top step. Is that good enough?
That is perfect. Okay.
Do I need to engage?
You can if you'd want.
Okay.
Keep the shield bashes going or what have you.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dayway, where are you at?
I'm right behind you.
Right behind me. Okay.
I'm at 18 yalms. I'm good.
Here comes opening gravitation. Second book, closing gravitation.
Nuking.
Nice stone jaw.
Yep.
Capped helix. That should be our win, but we're going to keep going anyway. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation.
I'm going to put my back against this wall. This knockback is annoying.
Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation. %, is our target. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation. Okay, now we wait for my strats.
I'll just do this while we wait.
stunned me because I was going to use my high potency flash. This is absolutely the weirdest feeling. Tanking without provoke or any
Oh,
subjob.
there goes Mom Burrow.
Monty Bead, no.
I can throw you a magic fruit chain.
That's
She should be able to cure herself. She's got everything she needs. All right, here comes another opening gravitation. Closing gravitation.
naughty knockback.
Have a fruit chain.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh no, this is usually a bad thing when stuff like that's
Oh.
I'm dead. Oops.
Don't worry. Don't get up, but I'm gonna get a raise 3 on you. What's
I've got
the
to
bug?
re-raise. It's not a problem.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's I have to have a rise, which we don't have.
We don't have. Okay. I am going to. Oh, not yet. As soon as I'm not stunned anymore. Opening gravitation.
Oh, run from here.
Closing gravitation.
Boy, why are you attacking me?
Ooh.
Yeah, Blue Proc. You're my bitch, Ongo. Oh,
He
Byron
thundered
is the last
you.
one standing.
I don't think he cared. He's like, whatever. It's not worth attacking.
nice. All right. I will let us know when it's safe to get up.
Is totally gone back to his starting position.
Look for one that's EA.
I like to give it like 15 or 20 seconds afterwards just to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've had, and I want to make sure that your distance isn't too close. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody should be able to get up now.
Yeah, now let's
Let me up. Whee! Look at that.
When we killed him. So it's not the numbers in the brackets, it's the letters before on the website. You can get back up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on weekend when we get kicked out of this part.
That's okay. We'll have time at the beginning of the next one to buff up and get on week as well.
You may want to erase fire. He's got 2 dots on him.
Jane was defeated by the Zizuru. Zizuru?
Yeah, that's the Federson here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2 seconds after they popped, I was dead.
How much damage did it do to you per hit?
Let's see.
Oh, 1,000. Woo. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It counts as breath damage, unfortunately. So while DT does cover, MDT does not cover breath damage.
Ages.
And
It's not helping.
yep, the ways to mitigate that are, your 50% DT and elemental resistances and a high intelligence stat.
Just getting good. Get good, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
We definitely had to do a lot of
Test
stack intelligence so that this doesn't destroy us.
Yeah. That's interesting. That makes sense.
That's the most polite way I've ever heard of it, of him saying we're all fake. Well, low intelligence.
I can tell. I can smell your low int score over here.
Oh,
It's funny.
yeah, it certainly is.
He's surrounded by unintelligent people.
Surrounded by morons.
Wunderbaum.
All right. Well, that did go pretty much as good as it
Which else did you lose?
84%.
Oh, it's pretty decent. Mission accomplished.
Next one, fire is the puppet master. Galen is on. What did I say? I have no clue. Galen, what are you gonna do? I should probably unbox Dragoon real quick. That's what I'll do.
Switch to my ninja macros. Do you mean to just DD, like regular DD?
Yep. So what we'll do is we'll send Fire's automaton in and let it get a couple of strobes off for hate before the rest of us go in there.
I'm gonna wait till I'm weakened before I change my job.
That's legit.
Oh, yeah, because the weakness is brought to work. So will you wait until weakness is one and then change jobs?
That way
And
you don't
then
have to
we're
worry about
healed.
being healed up.
Oh,
Red Maji. Doing red Maji things. But you need to debuff the mob board, or is there anything special I need to do?
Debuffs, you'll also be. I'll summon Cherokee. So maybe a refresh on Cherokee. She's the only mage that I have that runs away for healing.
Mhm. Elon.
And then use your amplifier again.
Okay. Gotta use this thing. Number 3.
physical or magical weapon skill, would you say?
Let's see, what job are you on?
Ranger, I'm not fully.
Oh, probably physical. I think this one takes extra piercing damage.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
You gotta poke them with your daggers.
Dagger, you don't get what do you call it?
True.
Can I equip one dagger?
Well, he does also take a lot of damage, or he takes extra damage from range. So,
Switch to the wrong job.
Yeah.
ranged arrows and daggers are good.
Yeah, if you just want to TP from afar, it's going to be much safer for you.
Right, okay. Where's all my gear? Seriously. I've been upgrading a lot lately. So I have to check. See if I've upgraded my gearset. That's more like it. I don't actually have a bow and arrow on me. I only have marksmanship.
The Fomalhaut. You're gonna blast him in the face.
Yes.
Is there a wait? Does Rangers have a like weapon skill specific they always use?
Yeah, well, there's on marksmanship, it's true flight. Last stand is also light. I have access to wildfire as well. Where is my razor?
Flurry chain or haste?
Glory, please.
Okay.
You guys can just stay there and get some buffs on you. I'll set Tramp up here in a moment. Halfway up this ramp, and then after a little bit, we can all engage and get it down to at least 94%. And Jane Ash, you still haven't used an amplifier.
Ah, yeah, forgot. Sorry. How did you know that? Oh, right, because I don't have the icon. Silly me. Thank you for telling me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What a cute little butterfly.
All right. Daddy wing, Gizmo.
We're good to go in?
Yep. Remember, the goal is not to get all of the hate, just to get it down to 94%. I'm going to put Angon up in a moment. There's an Angon.
Ooh. Nice radiance.
Audience.
Yes.
Okay. Our objective is complete. Just making sure that Tramp is still at 99%. Okay, good boy.
Oh. Sorry, I should have known you would choose that name for your puppet.
It wasn't always Tramp.
What was it?
It was Bobetch for a while. This was the beginning of the pandemic, and they had not done Puppet Master, and I let the guy that I was dating use Fire's account, and he wanted to do Puppet Master, and he named it Bobetch. But then after he broke it off with me, I renamed it in honor of him.
That's perfect.
That's hilarious.
It really is. never changed the name of my automation, and I'm seriously thinking about it. So, does it cost any gil to do it?
Yeah. I
How
think
much
it's like
does it cost?
I think it's like 1K or something.
Yeah,
I-
it's
I-
like 1 or 10,000. It's not a big deal.
I don't know. It might break my bank.
Bank has been broken.
Bruh.
Very nice. So are you using God hands on fire?
No, check him.
Well, that would mean I'd have to engage. Disengage.
Okay, it's okay. We should disengage anyway because we don't want to take it down to 74%. Otherwise, desert's going to turn into the tank
Oh.
for the ad.
Oh, jolly good. What's the augments on that? So, I like that very much. I
I got
recently,
Pernikawa.
yeah,
Prime
it's
up.
the
Yeah.
level. It's the level 3 automation. It's,
Oh, +3 levels to the automaton, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. So fire has a +3 levels for the automaton. Galen has +3 for the beast pet and +3 for the summoner pet.
Sorry, if I'm not being awful, but I have to check. 'Cause I'm starting to play Puppet Master again, and it's such a fun job.
You say check, I have to check now too.
Oh, it's the hands that give the puppet +3. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The prime weapon.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's a total +6 because I have the earring, the Empaka boots, and the ambuscade cape as well.
Yeah. I was going to
Wow.
mention the boots. But you obviously
Yeah,
already know about
Tramp
it.
is level 125.
Nice.
Stronger than all of us, and doesn't give a shit about Delante. He's just sitting there at 95 to 100%.
Backing them up.
Well, I don't think I'll ever have one, but it's very, very nice that you got that because it's. I'm not stirring. I'm really trying not to, but jolly good.
Jolly good. Pip pop.
Jolly good, darling.
Does Bill ever say that?
No, no one says that.
Yeah, I didn't figure that.
That's a stereotype.
Yeah.
Jane's
So
bringing it
here's
back.
the thing. I'm not bringing it back. Unless you want me to.
Sure.
Okay.
I'd like to see
Cool,
you
Pip.
start up jolly good. All
Jolly
over again.
good. Wonderful. Everybody says wonderful, though, don't they?
Wunderbaden.
Oh, maybe you guys can help me with a cultural. I call it a bugbear rather than an issue. So, you know, when people do selfies and they post it online and they do the V for victory, which is the correct way to display the V?
Oh,
You don't know.
I
I'm
mean,
not a part of that
in
trend.
sign language, you would sign the V outward.
Yes. If you do it the other way, if you sign the V, hang on. If you have your two fingers, if,
If
How's
your
the best
palm
way
is
to?
facing you,
Yes.
it's a two. If your
Yeah.
palm is facing out, it's a V in sign language.
Yeah. That's right.
I don't know if there's a. I mean, because I see that sign, a lot of times with like TikTok or Asian content creators who are like
Yes.
being
They
cute.
Well, when they have their palm facing out towards the camera, that as you just quite rightly said, it is victory. If it's placed the other way, it's exactly the same meaning as giving somebody the finger, the middle finger.
Cute.
It's yeah, it's telling them to f off basically. So when I see that, I'm like, oh, face palming. Does the people know what it means?
Obviously, they
And
don't.
well, the history about that is, you may not know, or you may know that England was forever at war with France. So the story behind it is the English was supposed to be quite renowned with the longbows in battle. So they'd use them to pick people off as they tried to charge, the front line. So the French would threaten the English that they were going to grab the English and chop off their fingers. But when they failed to do so, the English were like sticking up the two fingers and saying, to mock them as if say, yeah, you didn't get them.
Mhm.
So that's the thing behind it. But yeah, generally it's quite a rude thing to do these days. It's almost like you're giving beef to the person who's taking the camera or looking at the picture.
I mean, I think all selfies should be banned.
Mine definitely should.
I think everybody should have selfie sticks. I've actually never used one, but I see them on TV and they look funny. If you had
Especially
a
when
selfie,
I'm walking. Do I have a selfie? I've never used one, no.
oh no, I was gonna say if you had a selfie stick, would you use it?
No.
No. I see.
But I have had, you know what, just getting my camera to lie upright or partially upright so I can gesture to it so I can take a picture without it falling over is quite a chore for me. Yes.
Do you have like an actual camera, or do you just use the camera on your phone?
Um, I use the inside camera.
I bought like an actual camera a couple of years ago with the idea of going out and shooting things with it. Never did it.
Oh.
For the average person, phone is probably better than the camera.
Yeah, true.
Unless you're taking wildlife shots or something professionally, then I would get the camera.
Camera.
Okay, so we've got 2 minutes left before it kicks us all the way out. That will have completed a series of 3 fights that all are charred, that all got at least 6% damage. So your next fight that you use an amplifier on will be supercharged. So you'll earn like 3 times the amount. I recommend waiting until you have 3 phones and enough for 3 amplifiers to do that, so that we can basically do a repeat of this again. And then the first one, you'll get like 9,300 points. And then the second two, you'll get like 2,400 points from each of those. But I mean, y'all are grown ass adults. So if you're like, I'm going to use my amplifier on this one, go ahead.
I think I'll be afraid to do it in case it screws it up.
Well, so if you use the amplifier, like let's say the static is going to clear, I don't know, air body or something, you would be able to use an amplifier and get 3 times the amount of points that you guys would get for that one. But I'll continue to do this. We can make this work probably, at least once a weekend, and that way, if you hold your points in your amplifiers until then you're also going to be getting V25 points and not V10 points or whatever you guys are working on right now.
Wow.
Yep. I would definitely prefer that because I need Bumba or Bumba points.
Yep. Well, the next one is going to give you like 93. I think I got like 93.54 was the
Wow.
amount that
Nice.
mine got from Bumba. So
Galen, thank you so much. That was awesome.
Just leave your mum alone.
And with that, I'm afraid I'm going to have to dash off. I'm needed elsewhere, in game, of course, not anywhere away from it.
indeed, well, we kept you a little bit longer, but thank you for joining.
Oh, no. It was well worth it. Thank you.
Yeah. Definitely appreciate it, Galen.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Now I can stick some points on my Nyame and feel less gimpy.
Because you guys have up to what is it, rank 15 for your Naomi?
Yeah, it's R15. So if we got 10K, that's two pieces. So I think it's like 5,000 per piece or something like that.
Too shabby.
Yeah, so that would be great. And I am all out of segments, or almost all out. I just bought two, two Mogophone 2s, and I've got like 1,300 left. So
Okay.
I'll have enough by next week to get.
Well,
to have
remember
the third
that
one.
if you have RP points on an NM whose gear you're not planning on using, you can change those back into segments as well.
Is it a 1-to-1, or is there like a version number?
It's 1-to-1 on those. So the way that you access that is you say, "Give me a status report," and then go down to Shield Jail,
I
and
like
then
this stuff.
it'll give you the amount of points that you have per NM.
Mhm.
And so if there are ones that you don't want
Oh
to
yeah,
save, you can turn them back into,
deal on T.
yeah.
Sick. I have enough to do the third Mogophone.
Da-da-da. Now you just need to do a segment run so that you can have enough for 3 amplifiers.
Oh, for 3 amplifiers. This is all I needed for the third one.
Oh, gotcha. Oh.
Can you do one Bumba if you're not busy?
I think I can. I just need to check on Nick to see if he's made any plans.
Right, guys, I'm switching Discord channels.
All right.
It's been absolutely amazing today. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate you coming, hanging out with us.
See you soon.
Oh, always. Thank you very much.
All right. Yes, I've got 3 Mogophone 2s now. Give me them Bumba points.
Jay, what's your situation?
What's that?
Do you have
Do you have enough for 3 Mogophone 2s to do one more Bumba run?
Oh yeah, I bought all 3 already.
Sick.
where you guys use your amplifiers? Let me just double check. I'll be right back.
I guess I better buy some amplifiers. We're doing 3 more, are we?
Oh, I think just one more. Hold
Okay.
on. Oh, I don't have enough for one. Never mind. I guess it's probably better to wait. I think you could do it, actually.
We got 14K segments.
Okay, so I actually do have enough to get 3 by exchanging some points. 3 Moglophones. I had enough for some of the other NMs we did to turn them into 3 amp or to get amplifiers, 3 more amplifiers, but I don't know if we actually need 3. That would be a good question. Do we need 3 amplifiers for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't actually. But without, so I think you're going to get like 800 or 900 points for the second 2 fights if you don't, which is fine. Using an amplifier for this first one is going to give you the 9,300 points, and then doing the 3 fights in a row is still going to get you charged for the next time we do this.
Okay. I do have enough for 3, but I got to take some out of Ongo that we just got, which is fine. That's actually more, really, if we did. I was actually only thinking of just doing the 1 Bumba fight, but if we want to do 3, yeah, I'm down for that. Because then it would be, if you get 9K.
Oh, no. So the reason why I can't do 3 of the Bumba in a row is that I can only use the beast cheese for one of the methods. Then we'd have to take it down another 5% with
No, right.
6 jobs. So.
No, what I meant was I thought we were only going to do a single one. Like we were just going to do Bumba and then that was it.
Gotcha. No, yeah. So if I just use the 1 Moglophone, which you guys could also do that, but then it'll break your supercharge for the next time.
I see.
So because I can do the 3 fights anyway, I don't want to lose my ability to have the supercharge. Because if I just do a single fight, then I have to do a whole 3 again, also without extra points.
Mm-hmm.
So it's wiser for me to.
Okay. Yeah.
Do all 3 anyway.
I can get 3. I've got 2,000 something. If I take 15 out of Ongo, I can do the third 3 amplifiers. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Let me buy.
Yeah, I gotta take some out on Galen. Oh, I didn't exchange those. Nice. I've got some left from last time.
Exchange. Give me 2, please. Thank you. And then give me 1 more from exchanging.
$93.70. That's how much I got.
Oh, that's a lot. That is quite a lot, sir.
I hate this menu.
It does take a while. Let's see. 1,500. Right. Gimme.
This will be same jobs, except I'll use press tanks for Ongo. And amplify up.
Amplifier, please. Gimme. All right. Pick.
All right. And Day White, you got your 3 amps?
Yep.
Where is?
Right.
But I'm only going to be able to cast 3 rays on Light Mage.
Yep, that's fine.
in there and we'll do the thing. Do the thing.
We have applied.
There's a lot of people out here right now. 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe not that many.
So Kalunga and Bumba are the only two V25 that are susceptible to that beast fuckery. At least of like the tier 3 and tier 4s. I know some of the tier 2s are as well, but. All right, changing on to the correct jobs.
So what do you do for, what is it, the Bunzi stuff?
Bunzi is usually good to have a Dark Knight and then at least one type of buffer and a geomancer. Probably a white mage.
Mm-hmm.
Just to like, get some accuracy and attack, and then go in there with a Dark Knight and drain TP. What is it, Scarlet Delirium or whatever the other one is?
Yeah. So I guess it's just like trying to beat it for that fight for doing RP, like the normal way you would try to beat it.
Yeah, except you're mainly just concerned with getting it down to 94%.
I see.
And it's much, yeah. I mean, like I wouldn't think about doing that. Just dual box yet for myself. I think that sounds dangerous.
You need an actual group for that one.
Try reset that, and then
As soon as he gets close, I'm gonna 100 Why? Just because.
must punch.
I mean, I am on a punching job, and he is a puncher, so I should punch the things.
Okay, what was fire for the first one? Yeah, geomancer. Set by 7. Set. All right. Bumba V25 incoming.
I'm ready for death here.
Okay,
Ready to
remember we're going
die.
to go to the top of this ramp.
Just hang out here.
hit, and I'm coming back.
Nice. Nice. Did not want that to skill chain at all.
Oh yeah. Oh, or that one. Okay. Don't worry, it should still be below the percentage as soon as that wears off. Okay, reset.
Ooh, did we get him to what he wanted? What you wanted him to get him to?
89.
Yep, is that 89%?
There's a glowing orange thing on us.
All right, let's give it like 10 more seconds, 15 more seconds before we get up.
Okay.
And you're clear to move about the cabin.
Let's see if it die. Now we just hang out.
Yep.
How many points does it take to get it to R30? Like, how many times do you have to do this?
Oh my gosh. It goes up way higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
Desert, do you have a tanky job? You said you had warrior, but you don't have paladin or rune fencer.
I don't. I mean, I have a rune that's 99 that has no gear, so no. I was gonna level up a paladin, just because. I mean, I feel like I want to use the Excalibur for something other than a lock style. I mean, I don't think it's good for paladins, but I was like, maybe I could get a Duvon, and then the two together would be somewhat competent. But I don't know.
Because what is it? The rank 3 pretty much out shields the other shields anyway.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. If you get rank 3, then it's better than O-Chain, or not, which was O-Chain, yeah. Better than O-Chain. It's not better than Aegis, but better than O-Chain and a bunch of other ones, because it has a really high block rate. Even stage
Right.
2, like the one that devours your soul is about as good as the O-Chain from what I've heard. So like it's very cheap to just make it. And I mean, I was like, well, if I'm gonna get a paladin, I could use the stage 2 one, and it's not gonna hurt me, or the stage 2, and it's not gonna hurt me when I'm trying to make Kusanagi, because I mean 20k is nothing, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe that when, and the Excalibur would be decent enough for like light tanking or something. But
Yeah, or like the malignant sword, or even there's some budget ways to turn paladin into a fairly feasible.
yeah, so that was the idea. I mean, I haven't leveled up paladin yet to like really invest any time in it. So I had a rune, and I was planning on actually taking Rune up before I quit, but it's been sitting there since I came back. I've got like a list of jobs that I want to do first. So like for me, what I'm gonna do first is like I'm saving up money for my death penalty. Once that's done, it's about gearing up my geomancer and then trying to get an Idris. And then it was like, okay, maybe then I'll work on a paladin or rune fencer or something.
I have a geomancer that needs to get an address. Or majesty. Go turn in some imprimaturs.
I have not been doing the coalitions at all. I was talking to Dirk, and he's like, "Dude, you need to like store them, or that you could store them or something like that with the different coalitions." I don't know.
Yeah. So any coalition assignments that you've unlocked, uh, you can go undertake it as many times, but you can undertake it, with three imprimaturs and then not do it. So like Her Majesty has legendary in uh, the Inventors Guild
Mm-hmm.
or Coalition. So uh, all of the all of the quests on that list, I can put three imprimaturs in and then not do it. And then when I want to actually spend imprimaturs on a different um, coalition, I can go cancel them with the Inventors Guild and get those three back.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Is there any benefit to using three?
Just because it's the most that you can store, and like about to level up from one rank to the next, it takes about 20 imprimaturs.
Mm-hmm.
So, like if you can store on your character 15 or 16, based on if you got the shovel or not, uh, then you've got that plus whatever you've stored, like in the other coalition that you've already accomplished.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so like if you do like a coalition thingy or quest with three imprimaturs, does it count for more or does it count the same?
Well, it counts for spending three towards your next rank, but also it does give you more, bailed and more limit points or whatever.
Oh, okay. So okay, that's really what I was asking because I
It's
think
like
it
doing
was
it 3 times instead of one.
okay. Okay, so then it's totally worth doing that then. I was just doing it like one at a time with the lowest one, and I was like, oh, you only have to do it 68 times. Do 68 ones in a row. But if it's like three, then that makes it a lot easier and more sense.
Yeah. So basically, what I do is I always spend three to get him done. And then I'm only focusing, like, I'll do each of the quests at least once, but, so like maybe there's only two quests available when you first start. So you just keep doing those two until the next one or two are available. And then you don't do those first two anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there a way to know how many of these you've done? Like a count somewhere?
Yeah, they're in the quest list under current or completed.
Oh, okay.
And I know you have to complete every single one of them to count towards like the gold shovel or whatever to get Ignis. You don't need to do that to get Epio and Idris.
Hmm. Okay. Then I'm definitely gonna have to get the shovel because you need the shovel to plus one your ring, right?
Yeah, you need to go all the way to plus one the ring. Yeah, and get the Ignis Trust.
Lame. That's like a lot of work.
I have not done it on Galen. I'm closer on fire, but
I need to do it just because I want to plus one my Weatherspoon ring.
yeah.
Because I use that a lot on my red mage, just for Seraph Blade. Because I do a lot. I mean, I don't do a lot of Seraph Blading, but when I used to run Sortie solo, it's basically all I would do.
Yeah. with our Odyssey static, we have one of our players streaming another video game while we're waiting like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like just somebody's playing Frogger or something.
That's funny. Who's in your story static?
So it's myself, Argosan, Kasnuaku, Ranagus, Aragorn, and Quadbert.
See, Aragorn's the only. Oh, Argosan and Argo and Aragorn are the only ones that I recognize. I don't think I've ever seen those other names before.
Yeah, they are from a link shell named Kusa.
I've never heard of it. Are they Japanese?
Mm, no. Actually, I don't know about Ranagus. I assume he's not, but
They just have sort of Japanese sounding names, I guess.
mm. I mean, Argo-san is part Japanese.
Ah, is that why she picked that?
I mean, perhaps, I don't know. She also has Trug. She's got
Yeah.
29 characters, so.
Like accounts? Like 29 different accounts?
No, I think it's either 5 or 6 accounts, I think.
I see. Okay. Because that would be insane. I was like, how much
Maybe
money?
it's only 4. I think it's 5, though. But yeah, she's got 29 characters, and she turned them all into puppet masters.
Why?
I don't know. I was like, are you? I told her I was going to call her the ICP for Insane Clown Posse from here on out.
That's hilarious. Uh, um, I wonder how long it took her to level all those. You know what? Would also be crazy if somebody was crazy enough to level 18 characters for their own full alliance.
I mean, I think the lag for 18 puppet masters would be pretty awful. But she's got like 7 Idrises. She's got all of the
Jesus.
geomancers. Yeah.
Jesus, that is like I feel like that is so much work to do. I mean, she must be a masochist.
She's also got 2 up shields. So she's
What's
a
that?
crafter.
Oh, those the okay. That's the crafting shield.
Yeah, I don't know. Remember which 2? I think it's leathercraft and I think maybe. Okay, so you guys should be getting 9,300 and change here.
Let's see. Oh yeah, totally got 9,300 at 11,000 here. That should I think should max out 2 pieces. Nice. Get the body and the legs. All right, next one is Blue Mage, where I will sit there and just look pretty. Do you actually have anything you need upgraded anymore? Because I feel like you've probably done this enough times that you don't actually need the points for anything.
What's nice is that I don't need the points for Bumba or Kalunga. So doing these is basically just segment farming.
Yeah.
When I'm doing those, I still have a little bit more RP for the Gleddies. Still a little bit more for. Do I need more embos? I would use more embos because I've only got a couple of pieces. I've got the rod, the got the rod, the hands, and the feet, but I would use the head.
The head.
You mentioned
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
getting
that would
your
be great.
power.
that, Daywhite?
You mentioned something earlier about a paladin. Do you need me on paladin rather than black?
Nope. Unless you want to.
No.
I was going to use a trust tank.
Just making sure.
Arc HM. It's actually not bad.
PP taking us into Ongo. Oh, everybody amp up.
Yeah, I got my amp up. I remember when August used to be like the best trust tank, and that was true before I came back. And then I came back and I was like, wait, he sucks.
Yeah, he's not that great. He's not all that in a bag of potato chips.
Yeah, they must have buffed up EV after I quit because I remember using her and she just was not as good as August. And I was
Well,
like,
they gave her a pretty potent enmity, especially for her cures, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Do I want to use Amchoo Choo? I'm going to use Amchoo Choo.
I feel like she is not a very good rune tank.
She is not. It is true.
I've
But
taken her into fights
Tends
from
to survive just a little bit long. Actually, maybe I should use Eevee or Valanrail.
use
I'm
August.
going to try Valanrail.
I have a feeling he's going to die immediately. Maybe you need like 2 tanks.
Go put it back where you found it.
Daywhite is the tank. Daywhite can mana wall if Valanrail goes down.
Do you have a mana wall set, Day?
No.
I don't think that's going to work.
It'll work for about 10 seconds till I run out of MP.
Well, we'll just have to make do.
The specific piece, right? That's for mana wall. Oh, I got it. It's the Weiss Sabots +2.
Smack him up.
Not quite yet. I still gotta. Let's see.
Do you have 2 Rostums for your Corsair?
I have 2 Rostums for Galen's, but only 1 for Fires.
Heresy. I don't even have 1.
All right, let's all go up to Fire. I did not mean to regen you. I suppose you deserve it. That's fine. I will regen. Okay. Why does it keep targeting you? It's like your bullshit, sir.
He's hacked your Luas. It's like target target day.
If target Galen, instead target Daywhite.
Just looking out for me.
Okay, here comes Tabula. Animus Minuo on us. Animus Agio.
This boy.
Vala. pull it back down here.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, the land rail, do your thing. Please. Jesus. Okay. All right, here comes. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation. Almost cap damage helix. That should be good. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation. Well, we got it to 94%.
Helix gonna be enough?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already enough right now.
The bird. Oh, shit, I forgot to put re-raise up.
That's okay. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation.
You do not like me.
Nice. Blue
You
pro.
blue pro code. Nice.
Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation.
Gravitation has been opened.
Oh, Bongo, you know I'm not afraid of you.
To get up, I'm gonna assume yes.
You can. I just wouldn't engage. I'd stay away.
Okay. I'm gonna be way over here.
Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation.
You can do it. I believe you can get it down to 0 in the 5 minutes remaining.
Don't be mad, Ungo. I'm just really strong.
Spicy.
Oh, I'm not going to survive that. Opening gravitation. Closing gravitation.
Ran out of MP.
And then he murdered you. Red proct.
Oh, blue proc. Okay. Nobody move. I'm hoping he's not going to pay any attention to desert.
Seems to just be standing there. So
Coming downstairs.
All right. Come back up to Daywhite just to make sure that he doesn't go get fire as well. Right there is good.
I will die.
It's on up.
Not a very nice bird.
Did we lose exemplar points in here?
I don't think so. Actually, I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, you'd have to defeat him, I'm assuming, to get those, but... Oh, losing exemplar.
It looks like it's
I know that they were going to change it as... Or, I don't... Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Dynamis. Just shared
Yeah,
one.
I did say that about
Probably.
Dynamis, I think.
That's probably what it was. I did die in there the other day. I don't remember if I don't think I lost anything. I think that was after they changed it.
Seconds for raise 3 for day.
So, like, if
Actually, I'll just arise you once it kicks us out to the lobby day.
Okay. Or you could give me an R1.
then-
I'm fine with that too.
It'll be like 1 minute less on weakness if I arise you on the outside.
Okay.
around the outside.
Yeah, that's right.
How much mab does your scholar have? I imagine like 1,000. Let's see.
Well, scholar can be exploitative with the Klima form. It's like a 21% separate multiplier of magic attack bonus.
Yeah.
Or magic burst damage.
Oh yeah.
So, and it comes on Klima form, or on the it comes on the Empryon feat, which have magic accuracy and intelligence and magic attack bonus.
Yeah. How much magic attack bonus does your prime give you?
It's not. It's only 80. But magic damage 325, magic accuracy skill 277, and magic accuracy 35, intelligence 35. So it's incredibly potent. And then if I have aftermath 3 up, then I think it's another 80 magic attack bonus and 80 magic damage.
That's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot.
Rock.
I did not get very many points from this.
Should be what, 240?
2,000?
Or 2,400 something.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I guess I misunderstood. So I thought you got like 10,000 every single one after that.
No, so it's
just the one.
only
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first one after a series of 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
To Red Mage I go. Put the hurt on this dude. Are the ads difficult to deal with? If you're going for the clear?
Sort of. So they're pretty magically evasive, and so usually dealing with the ads is up to a skilled red mage like yourself, um, they usually don't resist bind or gravity, but they usually do resist sleep, um, and frazzle. So it's it's kind of a game of like trying to keep it far away from you and far away from other folks,
Yeah.
while trying to get it nailed down as quickly as possible. When it comes to the V25 fights with 2 ads, um, it's it's even the more dangerous. So usually, like a Saboteur Stymie Sleep 2 gets put onto the second ad as soon as it pops.
Do the Atonement 1 and 2s have a second ad at V25 or just the one?
They all have 2 ads.
Oh, they do? Oh. Which one is the easiest, like, Atonement 1 or 2 boss at V25?
Um, I don't know. They're all not too bad, I don't think. Mage Puppet Master. Tramp. The beacon of Gondor is lit. Or something. I don't know. What's your timers on weakness?
I've got 20 seconds left.
24.
So we'll be back to normal in no time flat.
I'm gonna let these regens come back just a little bit, or these tacticians roll. Get me a little bit higher here.
Thank you.
Yeet. Doesn't it give us all our MP and stuff and HP when we go in?
No.
No, it doesn't?
It does not. No.
Oh, that's sleek.
It should, since it takes off all your buffs.
I mean, yeah, that's annoying.
Okay, my trusts are going to be Chirokiki, and I don't know. I'll summon Ranger Semi Lafina. I'll get fire started after maneuvers. Amp check.
That's right. Need to do that. Let's see. One of these, and that's my last one.
Right. Oh, could I get a pro and shell on fire before I
Yeah.
accidentally pull this guy with my face? I mean, I'm going to do it on purpose, but thank you, love.
You're welcome.
Galen will have the amplifier. There's a provoke, and let's get it. Steady wing, Gizmo.
With a stick.
Of course, he would fucking amnesia me. You silly?
He's just a silly bitch.
Silly bitch. Ooh, nice Umbra.
Oh yeah, nice. Accentrator. Does like no damage.
Here comes light. Hiya!
Did it do the thing? Oh yeah, it did do the thing.
Seconds left on Angon. Tramp's at 99%.
I don't know if he's gonna survive at this point.
It's really kind of goofy what a puppet tank can do.
Yeah, they can get absurd DT, right?
Yeah, yeah. Depending what maneuvers you're running and whether or not you plan on overdriving. I
Yep.
mean, it's ridiculous running one light maneuver and pretty much make a couple of different of the tank builds invincible.
Invincible.
Oh, you cheeky butterfly. Oh, I'm not even my DT set. All right, well, that's fine.
That probably helps. I mean, unless you don't want to.
No, I get more TP in this set, I guess. I don't know. We've already done what we came here to do. We got 8 minutes left.
Just gonna poke him with a stick. What's percentage do we get off of him?
75.
All right.
Oh God, nice Camland Stormont. Shit, I'm not gonna pull off, or do I want to pull off? Yeah, I'm gonna pull off. Try to leave my Gizmo on.
Beat him down.
Gizmo, smiting breath. Yeah. Yeah, 0 damage frost breath. Go Gizmo, go.
I think Gizmo's the real star of this.
I can't tell him to not attack what I'm engaged on though. So I guess I'll just disengage. on, Shirokiki. Come on, Semi Lavina.
Really wish
Retreat
you could
safety.
control the trusts better.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what they're going to do in March. They said they were going to make some
Adjustments to 'em.
changes to be able to upgrade. Like, I don't know if, like, I thought they said something about gear for trusts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it's like gear for the masters that benefits the trust, or if like they're kind of combining it with the fellow system.
The way I understand it is, um, it's going to act like puppet attachments.
Oh,
Oh,
that would be cool.
I swear to God, if it takes any more inventory, I'm going to. My trusts are going to have to be naked, okay?
No, I think it's like
Imagine
you
you had to
trade
do
it
that.
once and then they unlock that permanently, and you can just
Yeah.
equip it.
It would be very funny if you had to get like all those items for every single trust. So I don't know how many attachments you get to a puppet, but multiply that by every trust.
Yeah. I mean, if
No,
it's
thank you.
got even if it just is like, hey, because like they already have base stats and you know, like their AI is
Could use an overhaul.
predictable that it's useful.
Yeah.
But a couple of enhancements would be nice, like job ability wise. But if they even just give you like accessory slots
Hmm.
where you can give them a couple of rings, you know, like put a couple of enmity rings uh, on a tank, or like a defending ring on a tank or something, just to like turn it into. I mean, you know, it could be that they're trying to create a system with these trust upgrades that people can then do more soloing of things like, you know, V15 Odyssey mobs maybe, or something, you know, like if they give enough bonuses, like, yeah, I will equip Shantoto with my Opashiro and
Let her go to town.
and she will go to town. I doubt that that's what the type of thing that they're going to give us. But even if it's just a couple of slots, or there's like, hey, you can do like, you know, the 5 body armor slots, or you could do like 2 rings and 2 earrings, or you know, a belt and a neck. If they give you any of those, I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that one would be great. I really hope you can control their behavior a little bit because it's extremely annoying that when I'm testing my scholar gear out, they will weapon skill every fucking time I start a skill chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, fucking stop.
Yep. 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 All right, so this one should also give us like 2,400 points. Remember that you can trade back in any points you've gained for as many segments. But it sounds like you guys will need to get a couple of segment runs in.
I'm pretty low on segments.
But you'll have like what, 3 of your Naomi at rank 15?
Two.
2 of your Naomi? I mean,
Yeah,
hey, that's a
I
cool
know.
thing.
Exactly. The pieces that I need on my red mage because they don't get any weapon skill gear on the body and legs.
Ah, good strategy.
Yeah, and then I can also use it for my core because I've been using the Herculean gear augmented with weapon skill stuff for the legs, but I actually stopped using it because it's so little accuracy that I just kept missing Savage Blades. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I need more accuracy in the set. But Naomi has a pretty decent amount of accuracy, and
Yeah.
it does it
Starts
does
with
really
40 and then climbs to like 55 or something.
yeah. I was just it stinks for Corsair that if you don't have Naomi, like the JSE is the best that you can get, but the body piece, the Luxama's body piece, it has 0 melee accuracy on it. So you get, 12% weapon skill damage, but like
Wait, which body piece?
the Luxama. So the artifact, the
Oh, yes.
course
But
artifact.
doesn't it get the accuracy once you get it to +4?
No, it doesn't.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, there's so many other pieces that like get magic accuracy where they didn't have it before, or
I
get
know.
accuracy where they didn't have it before.
That's why I'm plus scoring all of my artifact on Corsair, just because they didn't all have ranged accuracy on it. But when they're plus 4, everything has really high ranged accuracy. And I was like, I'm hoping that once I've got everything plus 4 and every single piece of ranged accuracy I can get, that I will actually hit like a basement boss in Sortie.
Yeah. I have one thing to say in the next 60 seconds is that if Tramp somehow gets it down to 74%, we're going to have a little ad. So you might have bind ready.
All right. Let's see. Where the hell is this at? Actually, do not have it in my macro palette.
It's okay. We'll all just die. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure we'll be fine. I don't think Tramp is going to get it down there, but I was just.
All right. I just typed it in. So MA bind T. So I can just tab up if it comes up. Oh, you know what really annoys me about Red Mage, their 2-hour, is that when you chain spell, it doesn't reset any of your spells.
Oh, it doesn't give you a new casting time.
Nope. So like
already on
bind and
cooldown.
gravity. Yeah, if it's on cooldown when you use it like you need it, or to break something, it's like, well, you gotta wait. Yeah, I always
That's
thought that
pretty
was
annoying. That's
super
something that they
stupid.
could change really easily.
Yeah, I always thought that was stupid because that would be the time when I would need it if we got tons of ads. And I'm like, okay, I need to bind stuff and like hold them down. And it's like, oh, I already used bind. Fuck me.
Yeah, bind has a shitty recast anyway, especially when you're under composure, because doesn't that increase the
It does increase the
casting time?
recast time, yeah. So it's like
Indeed it does.
extra shitty. Sweet, man. I appreciate it. This was great.
Thanks.
Yeah. I very much intentionally got Galen and Fire to where they are so that I could do dumb shit like this, which is not dumb shit. It's like really good.
Yeah. Definitely helps out because I think otherwise it would have taken us several more months to get to the point to be able to augment it.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're static, I mean, I know, like, if Durkin wants this too, that's awesome. It's easier to do it with like 4 players with these 4 players, right? Because we got to not step on each other's job toes, um, while still having, you know, a tank. I've done Ongo without a tank, where my scholar was just the tank,
Mhm.
and it worked. But it's safer with a tank. Uh, if shit goes absolutely awry, and then you break your chain, and then it's kind of defeating. Which I've done before because I was doing a lot of testing to be able to like make sure that I could do this with my characters, and I broke my chain once. But with this now, at least it's pretty dialed in. But shit could still happen, you know.
Yeah.
I could get stunned out of completing my skill chain. I could get, you know, something could happen, and I might not be able to get a decent helix off.
Yeah, so it's just
So
having the help is useful.
yeah, but too much help is not
true. Nice. So I'm 132 shy of upgrading the legs to R15.
Oh, almost there.
Yeah. That doesn't matter. I think you don't.
Still
I
light
don't.
years ahead.
Yeah, I don't think it gets another weapon skill damage point. Or actually, I don't know. Let me see. At 15, I bet it does. Hold on.
Maybe one.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, when you start looking at it, like the V20 augments versus the V25 augments, it's a little lackluster.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It's because what does it see? V25, extra double attack, and then like one more weapon skill damage. That's not very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty lame. But
I mean, it's not. It's still best in slot. It's still better than than most other people have on the server. But
sure.
it's also comforting to think like, hey, like you should aim for, I think, for V20, and then V20, so you have 25 rank 25 augments, but the uh, the V25 stuff you can ignore. It's really fucking hard to do those goddamn fights.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely would like someday to get it all the way to R30, but I'm good with V or at R25, honestly. Still a ways ahead, but you know.
Yeah.
Because it took you a year to get it all the way, or to get all the clears and everything, right?
I mean, so like getting the rank 20 clears took a long time, probably 9 months. And then once we got all those down, it took us a year to get all the rank 25 clears. All of the tier 1s and tier 2s were pretty simple. Not a whole lot of anything, just really good red maging mostly. And then the tier 3 rank 25 fights are fucking insane. It took us like 3 months for Kalunga. It took us, 3 or 4 months for Ongo. Zevioso took us a long time too, a couple months. Engai, probably just 3 weeks. Embos, I don't know how we did that, but we didn't have very many tries on that before we got it.
Oh, nice.
Ongo, God, Ongo was so terrible. And then Bumba was not, I mean, it's entirely luck based. It's not, you have to be you have to have your tits out in that fight, and you also have to get really fucking lucky. It's, oh God, it's not a fun fight. I don't know if I posted the video of our win.
Yeah, I think he did.
That one. But it's just no slouch, like.
Yep.
And I remember the other group, Keylesta's group. It was like Keylesta, Aspen's. Time it was Korn, Nizkit, Azor, and Skate Life, and Xeris maybe. They got the win before we did, which pissed me the fuck off. But they were like, "Oh, you should just use, Bunzi Rod," and I was like, "Okay, first of all, have you seen my Opashiro? I think it's supposed to work better with the Opashiro." And honestly, it was just luck. And then also, I like to brag a little bit harder because while I do use gear swap, I don't use anchor and I don't use speed hacking, but their characters do.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but Xeris and Aspen's do.
I only use the gear swap as well. I don't use anchor or the other one. But I've heard of them. I heard anchor keeps you in your spot if you get knocked
It does.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for everything, but it does
Well,
work for most things.
and the speed hacking, Xeris for their ongo second phone was the red mage, and so the red mage could just get hate on the two ads and then just speed hack and never get hit.
Yeah,
Well,
it's convenient.
we had to spend our red mage and our rune fencer to be able to accomplish tanking and keeping those ads in check. And then the rune fencer was also running in and doing gambit and rake so that my Kaustra was going to do the right damage, right? So
Didn't you say that he had a character that he used the speed hacks on and he got banned for it?
yes, it was Keylista 1.0. Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's probably why he's like, I am never using those things.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, and absolutely. I think a lot of us like look at our characters as investments in ourselves. Like
Yeah.
there are some people who are like, "Oh, I'm just playing the game." I'm like, "I don't know. I've known Galen for 20 years. Like I'm kind of fond of her."
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be really mad if I did anything to fuck up my relationship with Galen.
Yeah. I mean, considering like the amount of time we spend on our characters, like in all the gear, it's like definitely would hurt if like I lost Desert and he got banned. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think I would. I don't know if I would even play the game again.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be a gamer at all. I know there are some people in this life who wish that for me. They're like, you should, not play that game all the time. Like, I'm with my friends.
Hard starting over again, right?
Yeah.
Mine and
I mean,
Carrie's
I have two
characters are
other
only,
very developed characters,
Yeah.
but
I'm only 14
Yeah.
months old, these characters. But a lot of work had to go in to get where I am right now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mine is
you're a
like
baby, but you're a strong baby.
I don't know when I started playing in 2008 or something like that. So I mean, my character's been around for decades.
I
at this
started
point.
in 2003, but I had a friend that was playing on this server, so I just made a new character here rather than spend the $15 to transfer over.
Mm. No, if you gotta save the money, makes sense. All right, I'm gonna take a break. That was a very long 10 hours.
Long day. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, good job, both of you.
Thanks. Thanks for letting me
I
reach.
yeah, I appreciate the RP, Galen, a lot.
Yeah. We'll do more. The spigot is open.
Probably be a couple weeks for me because I need to still do the runs with Dirk, and he gets angry when we don't get to do the NMs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you guys got to keep your segments up. So
Yep.
take whatever opportunities you have to do segment farm runs.